Well, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining the Community Pharmacy More Profit Roundtable. This is an opportunity for community pharmacies to find additional ways to make and keep more of your profit. I'm also going to go live on a couple of different platforms too, as well as we're letting more people into the room. We'll actually be going live on Facebook and TikTok today. That way, our presenters will get much more exposure. The Community Pharmacy More Profit Roundtable has about 100,000 subscribers on social media, so it's growing. We want to make sure that we um, get you as much exposure, and thank you for presenting and being with us today. So welcome everybody that's joining live here on Zoom, and also everyone live on Facebook and TikTok. Appreciate you being here today for the Community Pharmacy More Profit Roundtable. My name is Breck Rice, and I will be one of your hosts today. We'll have other presenters. But I absolutely love community pharmacies. Will do everything in my power to help you be successful. And I've been a community pharmacy advocate now for well over 20 years. Yes, I am really old, but I've been an advocate for the industry to help community pharmacies get the fair reimbursements they deserve. And It's been a passion project of mine with my company, ServRx. Before ServRx, I was also with the grandfather of the industry for third-party billing, a company called Third Party Solutions, TPS. They were the original grandfather doing the work that we do today at ServRx. Unfortunately, that company was acquired and went to the dark side. It was acquired by a big health system and was uh, put under a big PBM, which unfortunately is not in the best interest of community pharmacy. So I left when the opportunity arose. Then I started my own with some partners, third-party program, which you'll hear a little bit more about in just a minute from one of my coworkers, wshaw, who's here today. So let me move forward here in our slides. One of the other things that I do is the PBM Reform podcast on the Pharmacy Podcast Network, where we continually try to make positive changes to help community pharmacies in any way we can. We bring on lawmakers and other, people that can make changes in the industry. But it's a slow process, and sometimes I feel like a little guy in a rowboat out there with a hammer and chisel, chiseling away at that big iceberg to try to make progress before the Titanic runs into it. And I'm making progress, but it's just really, really slow progress. So wouldn't it be better if the Titanic could actually, curve around or change course and not run right into that iceberg? And that's the whole purpose for this Community Pharmacy More Profit Roundtable, is to help community pharmacies find additional sources of profit and revenue. And I'm a firm believer that 1/3 of your revenue should be non-dispensing. And that's pretty hard for a lot of our independents because you just don't have the space like the mass merchandisers and the grocery store chains have. And so we want to try to bring some solutions in that don't require a lot of extra space, a lot of front end items to sell, that you will be able to bring in additional revenue for your pharmacy. When I was a little boy, I got to live in British Columbia, Canada for a while. It was an adventure for a little kid, all the snow and ice and everything. And I loved ice hockey. I learned to play when I was really little, and became a big fan of Wayne Gretzky back in the day. And I love his quote here when he was asked what made him such a superior player. He stated that he skates to where the puck is going to be, not where it's been. And that's really what we need to do as community pharmacy professionals. We need to go to where the profits are going, not where they have been. And so, again, that's the reason for this program today.
An injured worker comes into your pharmacy. What do? Do they have a PBM card? Who is their carrier? Will I have to make a bunch of calls to find out? Will I get paid? And if I get paid, will it even cover the cost of the drugs? Don't worry. Just send the claim to ServRx. They will do all the work, guarantee payments, and you will even make more. Less work and more money. What do you have to lose? You are probably already contracted through your PSAO. All you need to do is enroll. www.servrx.com.
So first up to the stage, I'd like to invite my friend Will Shaw to tell everyone more about the ServRx program.
Absolutely. Great morning, everybody, or great afternoon, depending where you are. Again, my name is Will Shaw. I'm account manager from ServRx. Like Breck mentioned earlier, ServRx, we love our community pharmacies, and we're here to help keep those fair reimbursements in the pharmacy that you legally deserve. We have no affiliation with the PBM, so we're able to maximize those pharmacies' reimbursement on workman comp claims by keeping them out of the PBM networks. Like Breck mentioned, this is a free service. You're already contracted through your PSAO, and if you're an independent pharmacy, we'll just send you a ServRx direct agreement. How ServRx works is, say for instance, a patient was to come into your pharmacy, they need a meloxicam. Instead of adjudicating that meloxicam through a PBM and receiving, that $3 to $4 reimbursement for that meloxicam, if you was to adjudicate that meloxicam through ServRx's bin and PCN, I'm starting to see pharmacies receive reimbursements anywhere from $101 to $105, and that will be reimbursed to your pharmacy in 30 days through your central pay, or if you are independent pharmacy, within 45 days. We do have a live help desk that's available 7 days a week. So if the pharmacy was to receive a rejection for a claim, you could give our help desk a call. And just to backtrack real fast, how you receive that fair reimbursement, ServRx, we reimburse our pharmacies of AWP. So for brand medications, we reimburse the pharmacy depending on your state fee schedule, but majority is 70% for generics and 85% of AWP for brand medications. Okay, we do have a live help desk available 7 days a week. So if you do receive a rejection, you could give our help desk a call. We just here to help keep those fair reimbursements in the pharmacy that you legally deserve.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. And Will's put his contact information in the chat if we can help in any way. It's a totally value-added service that is provided by your PSAO to community pharmacies. And we recognize and understand that you are going to be contracted with some PBMs, and unfortunately, you're going to have to take those lower reimbursements that are shown here on the screen because of that network agreement. We understand that, but still today, about 50% of the walk-in patients that come into your pharmacy could be processed through the ServRx bin for those higher reimbursements. So thank you, Will. Appreciate it. Next up to the stage, I'm not sure if I saw any of the folks from GRX come in today. Please speak
Yep,
up.
I'm here.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Kelly, great to have you.
Thank you for having
You
me.
weren't on camera, so I didn't know that you were here yet. But thank
No
you so
worries.
much for being here. It's been such a great supporter of ServRx and our program since when? I mean, it's been a while now.
Quite a few years, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us more about your program.
Yeah, sorry, those aren't our slides. Do you want me to have
Oops.
somebody else go first?
I am not, nope, sorry.
No worries.
Let me, I am not sure where, oh, we jumped way ahead. Sorry.
That's okay.
Let's go back here. While we're here on this slide, I did fail to recognize our title sponsor, RX OneShop. We're going to hear more about RX OneShop a little later on from Doug. But let me move forward to, there we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Hey, there we go. I was looking for that slide since,
No
uh,
worries.
yeah, December 11th, 2024. So that's the new arrangement with us. But we've known each other for 15 years maybe.
Yep, it's been quite a bit, but yeah. So we are GRX Marketing. We're a full service marketing company, and we work exclusively with independent pharmacies. We've been working with ServRx, like we said, for a number of years, And basically, our goal is to help educate your patients and your community about your pharmacy services, workers' compensation type things included. So we have our marketing program, which can support any and all pharmacy services. We also have what we call our outreach program, which is what's featured here on the slide. And that is specifically targeted to local providers or local businesses within your community to help kind of grow the awareness of your pharmacy just in your immediate area or within your surrounding, counties, depending on where you're located.
Oh,
And
gosh.
with our services, that's okay. I'll just keep going. I've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
And so with our services, we can pull lists of providers based on specialty. So if you're looking to target certain people within your area, we can do that. We can create marketing materials to reach out to them, such as, letters or, trifold brochures with explanations about various products or services. Things along those lines. We try to implement as much of it as we can on behalf of the pharmacy. We know you guys are very busy, and so we try to take as much of that off of your plate. And then in addition to the outreach, we do also offer customized website services. So helping to make sure that your website is fully up to date. It's got all of the services that you want to have listed there. Developing a marketing plan to help drive traffic and conversions on your website and all of those types of things. So basically, we're here for anything and everything marketing related, and we can absolutely help your pharmacy depending on whatever your needs are.
Yeah, thank you, Kelly, and sorry for all this is the
It's
new
all
way
right.
of presenting today, so it's all me. It's operator error. It has nothing to do with the technology or you. But yeah,
You're
Kelly, one of the statistics that we have found from pharmacies that do outreach to their doctors, we've seen an uptick in claims volume by 14-15%. And so if
Mhm.
you could help with that, which is what you do, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Then
absolutely.
pharmacies will see more claims come in the door.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, half the pharmacies who come to us just want to reach out to providers they already have an established relationship with to let them know. Honestly, it's
yeah.
it's not necessarily always about getting new providers on board. It's just educating your current ones is half the battle to make sure that they're fully aware of everything. So,
Yeah, absolutely. And if you could make an extra 50 or $60 per claim when it's a work comp script, then that's why we partner with GRX to help community pharmacies, bring more of those valuable claims into their community pharmacies. So, all right.
absolutely.
So next up to the stage, want to have my friend Jonathan tell us more about his amazing product. If you guys haven't seen or tested this yet, it's so fun. It's absolutely amazing. Called Breath Rocks.
Yes, thank you, Breck. Speaking of GRX, GRX actually they produce a lot of our printed materials. So every time as a pharmacy owner, when you receive a case of Breath Rocks, in there is a little flyer that has a display, explains how to open up the boxes and set everything up. Also explains how the product works. GRX does that printing for us. And speaking of what GRX is helping to do with that doctor outreach, that doctor detailing, BreathRox is a great tool for doctor detailing because, as I say to pharmacy owners, you're not Dunkin' Donuts. So when you're out there building those relationships with those providers, why are you bringing them donuts? Bring them a product that you carry in your pharmacy. Bring them a product that actually helps deal with the side effects of a lot of those medications because a lot of medications cause dry mouth. BreathRox is an awesome tool that helps with dry mouth because what BreathRox is, it's a popping candy breath mint. It's basically sugar-free pop rocks with zinc. And how it works is all that popping activates your saliva, all those little crystals scrub your mouth, and it helps to spread around the zinc, which neutralizes the gas in your mouth. So this product, it costs pharmacy owners $1.49, retail for $2.99. You guys can buy that directly on our website. You can also go through Cencora, their online marketplace. You can go through AAP's API warehouse. You can use Windmill to get the product, however you want to do that. We have 4 flavors now. We have our cinnamon, our mint, and our watermelon. We launched Blue Raspberry at NCPA last year. Was actually just awarded the National Confectionery Association nominated Blue Raspberry is the mint and gum of the year. And I just found out yesterday that the Convenience Store News, which is the big trade association magazine for convenience stores, they just nominated Blue Raspberry, or they just named us as the mint of the year, and they'll be doing a bunch of press for that in October. So it's a great product. that consumers love.
Jonathan, only because they haven't tried the mango tahini yet. That one's going to take over the world right there.
Yeah, the mango tahini, literally right now, we've got 275,000 bottles, our new bottles that will not cause any spilling. These new bottles are on the water from China right now for us to fill up, and we'll start shipping those out in September. So it's a fantastic product. And I'll tell you what, one thing to really consider now as you're starting to get back into kids into school and with flu season, things like that. Breath Rocks is a fantastic way to distract that kid who's nervous about getting his flu shot. You give him some blue raspberry Breath Rocks, he's distracted, then jab him. He won't even know what hit him. Give him the rest of the bottle, and you'll have a great experience. So now his mom's gonna want to buy more product and tell her friends to come down to your pharmacy. So bottom line, yeah, it's just a breath mint. There's a lot of buzz with TikTok and these awards we're getting and things like that. But being able to see how you can use the tool with providers and with patients, anything you're trying to get them to do, BreathRox is a great icebreaker, no pun intended, to get them going. So love to continue to grow within the pharmacy space with BreathRox and bring out new flavors like Breck mentioned, and our new line of products called Energy Rocks that's also going to be at NCPA in October.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's awesome. Thank you, Jonathan. Appreciate it. Please put your contact information in the chat. And next up to the stage, my friend Scott is here to tell us about a product that I will not leave home without. I will not travel. I will not get on a plane without this. And so this is an amazing product that you need to hear about. Let me play their, if it will play. Let me go back here.
There you go.
Have you worried about the germs and bacteria your children pick up at school or while playing outside, just to bring those same germs back into the house? Or you have an older parent whose immune system doesn't fight as hard as it once did? Introducing myshield sanitizing wipes and sanitizing body spray, a more effective answer in the fight against germs and bacteria. Available in large or travel size formats. Our cutting-edge antimicrobial nanotechnology, Zetrasil, creates a microscopic bonded barrier on your skin and other surfaces, keeping you safe from 99.9% of common germs for up to 4 hours. Our sanitizing wipes are water-based and stay saturated for longer, allowing you to cover more surfaces per wipe with our proprietary virus and bacteria-killing solution. With a pack of these wipes in your bag, it's easy and even enjoyable to sanitize surfaces and skin everywhere you go. They're safe for children, safe for pets, and safe for you. If you prefer a spray to a wipe, our sanitizing body spray includes all the same virus and bacteria killing science as our wipes do. Simply spray anywhere to sanitize your skin or your clothes, avoiding your eyes and mouth, for up to 4-hour protection from viruses and bacteria. MyShield's sanitizing body spray is available in 2 ounces, 16 ounces, and 1 or 5 gallon sizes. The sanitizing wipes come in 2 resealable pouches, from a travel size of 20 wipes or a large size of 50. Come get your MyShield on and visit GermsRx.com to discover how our innovative products can shield you from harmful diseases and infections.
Like I said, I won't travel without this. You get 4 hours of protection. Well, if the FDA says it's 4 hours of protection, probably getting 5 or 6. But anytime I go on a plane, every once in a while, I get the opportunity to travel with a couple of my grandkids, which is always an experience and fun. But I know they're going to play with and touch everything on the plane, the armrest, the tray table, everything. So I just take one of those wipes. I wipe the kid down first, head to toe, but then I wipe everything down that they're going to play with: belt buckles, armrests, seat back trays, everything. So love this product, but turn some time over to you, Scott, to tell us more about it.
Well, you did just as good as I could at all turns. You're one of the best spokespersons for us that we have, and it wasn't just a short-term relationship. We've been at this a while now. But as far as pharmacies go, we have a line of products that you don't have to choose every product to put on the shelves. You pick and choose whether it's a hand sanitizer. We have a wound care product. We have again, you saw the wipes and the spray, but more than happy to entertain questions. Everything's FDA approved or EPA registered for the disinfecting spray that we have. And everything lasts so much longer as far as protections go against viruses and bacteria and mold and fungi. It works on all that. And you just don't have anything at your disposal now that you can use on both your skin or hard surfaces to create a long-term protection, especially for little kids, like Breck was saying. They touch each other. They're always in the things that they're not supposed to be. So this will give you some confidence that you'll have a layer of protection on them that you don't have available now.
Awesome. Thank you, Scott. Please put your contact information in the
I did.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. And do we have Philip here from Good Iodine? Philip, are you here today? I know Philip has an amazing program that he is working with some pharmacies on putting good iodine into your pharmacy on consignment. So there's no upfront cost on this. If you'll participate in a pilot that they're doing, a study basically right now. So this is a pure iodine iodide solution that is helping with all of your patients that are on Synthroid. So every pharmacy has 200 or 300 patients on Synthroid for their thyroid. This will actually help with the metabolizing of that medication and possibly even eventually weaning them off of medications because of how this helps your T1, your T3, T4 create your body creates its own hormone for that. So it's an amazing product. I'll put the contact information to get a hold of Phil and to get a hold of some good iodine. Another product that I use on a regular basis, not because I have any issue with my thyroid, it's also very good for your immune system. So I take a couple of squirts every day, and I haven't had a cold since I've started using it. So amazing product for your for your immune system.
Hello, how are you?
All right, sorry about that. All right, so next up, my friend Chris here to tell us more about the pharmacy marketplace.
Hey, Bragg, it's good to see you guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, so it's been a busy summer. I'm glad we're all kind of over the conference season, but what we're doing at Pharmacy Marketplace is we're helping the drugstores really manage the frustration of how cost of goods work and these deal structures from their primary vendor agreements. For about a decade, I was out in the field representing one of the big three wholesalers and just saw a common trend among my customers that they were frustrated with how complicated these different arrangements were. So what we did is me and my partner who owned a store develop a platform to help you guys monitor your buying agreements and then give you opportunities on the secondary market when you had a little bit of room to play with. So essentially what we're doing is just really maximizing gross profit by and also maintaining healthy relationships with everybody you have in the supply chain. We got some new advances that we're going to be pushing out around MAC appeal. As these states, are managing underwater claim laws, we're going to be helping automate that as well. So stay tuned, and I put my contact information in the chat with a meeting link. So if you want to see a demo or just discuss some of our new developments, let me know. Thanks, Brick.
Yeah, thank you, Chris, and speak for yourself on being done with the busy conference season. I leave next week for another meeting down in San Diego. I don't mind going to San Diego though. That's a quick trip for me. Every other year the same conference is all the way out in Boston, and that takes a whole day to travel out there for that one. But yeah, thank you for everything that you do with for community pharmacies and helping them. And appreciate you supporting the Community Pharmacy More Profit Roundtable. All right. So our title sponsor, RX One Shop, they do all the shopping for you, find all the great deals so that you can save. I have been telling all of my community pharmacy partners that have patients on continuous glucose monitors, you've got to get a hold of Doug because he has the top of the line Dexcom, the G7, for the lowest price that I've seen anywhere. And so, Doug, tell us more about your amazing program.
Yeah. Well, first of all, hello everyone. Good to see everyone. I just wanted to basically go over what we do. We help thousands of pharmacies across the country by taking the buying power from all of them. We go against about 13 different distributors, negotiating the best possible pricing, and then we put it all on our platform for them. So it's an easy spot. It's all on one roof. This way they can go to one website and get access to over 30,000 NDCs and products and get the best pricing because of our buying power. So the difference with us and others like us is we don't flood our website with 30, 40, 50 different distributors. That's one, a headache for the pharmacies. The pharmacies don't have time to go through all that, fill out applications for them all. It just becomes a big headache for them. What we do is we do our top 10 on our website. This way, we're giving them all the money to the top 10, which is giving them to give us better pricing than they would on the other platforms because of the fact that they're not going up against 30, 40, 50 different distributors. So it's more of like an ease thing for these independent pharmacies as well as a huge savings thing for them. So, for example, Farxiga is one of our number one sellers still. It has been for a year now. We have that at $290.99, which is very, very aggressive on pricing. Also, one of our biggest sellers is the Dexcom G7 sensors. We have those going at 118, and these are just some of the products that we have. I mean, again, 30,000 products on our website with savings across the board on them all because of the buying power and how we work.
Yeah, it's amazing. I appreciate your support too. If you go to what section is it on your website where you have a partner, your partner page?
Yeah, we have a specialty partner section, which is everything other than our generics and brands. Obviously, like you're on there, so that's one of our specialty partners. But they'll go to the specialty partner section, and they'll be able to go ahead and see other specialty partners to help out. Our main goal, just like everyone else on this call, is to help the independent pharmacies to survive and thrive.
Yeah. Hey, has everyone gotten Doug's book yet? So I want to highlight that too. He didn't know I was going to throw this in here,
I
but Doug wrote a
appreciate it.
book.
Yes, I did. Again, my goal is not just to help, obviously, my goal is to help independent pharmacies and then help out everyone else as well. It's just been my nature my whole life. If I can help one single person have and lead a more positive life, then that's my goal. And it has been for years. So I finally just got all of my thinking on paper so I can try to help others. And it's been selling pretty good. So my main goal is if it helps one person, I've done my job.
That's awesome. So yeah, I put the link there for you to get the book if you want, and I'm sh sharing that link with everybody on live right now with TikTok and Facebook as well. So
I
uh,
appreciate it.
yep, grab the book. So next up to the stage, I didn't see. So speak up if Tom is or Jessica is here from Real Value, but they're another wonderful support of the program. Real Value is a secondary wholesaler, but their prices are so good that a lot of pharmacies actually use them as their primary. So, been in business for over 36 years. I need to update that because I think it's like 37 years now, because they've been, like I said, a supporter for at least a year with us on the Community Pharmacy More Profit Roundtable. Amazing prices. You should just check it out and see if they can save you some money on costs. And then also want to bring to your attention, this is now rolling out nationwide. They did some pilot cities to begin with, and now it's starting to expand nationwide. This is for same-day delivery. I know that a lot of our pharmacies provide that as a wonderful service to do same-day delivery, but it can be pretty expensive. Even if you're going with a carrier that says that they have a good rate, but then they add on fuel surcharges and delivery charges. Pretty soon you're paying $11, $12, $13, $15 instead of the flat rate of the $7.95. So if you want to check out the Hypr program, I will leave contact information for them as well. So next segment, I want to get into clinical services and the steps to succeed. So for a couple of years now, I've been preaching to community pharmacies that you need to, expand your scope of services. And the next real opportunity is getting more involved in clinical services. Now, all the pharmacies that have already brought in your immunizations, vaccine programs. That was really first step, was to, get collaborated agreements in order to do, shots and vaccines right there at the community pharmacy. And it's so convenient for patients. I doubt anyone today, any consumer today will wait around for, 3 weeks or 2 months to get an appointment with their PCP now, when you can just walk into a community pharmacy and get your flu shot now annually. So that was kind of the step one. Well, there's another opportunity that has just come out and is launching for community pharmacies called Remote Therapeutic Monitoring, or RTM program. And is George Veronis here, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing of Seniors Home Services? George, are you here today? Well, this program, I'll explain to you a little bit in just a minute, but it is step one in the clinical services. And then Ray Vono is here, the CEO of IPPN, which is step two. IPPN is the fastest growing community health collaboration in the country, now in 18, 19 states. A couple hundred pharmacies in the network, and now several thousand physicians that are in the network, because the physicians know that they have care gaps and they need to fill those care gaps to improve their quality scores so they can actually get fair reimbursements for their clinical services as well. So it's an amazing program. You got to hear about that. And Ray has something brand new to share with us today too. And then step three isn't for every pharmacy. You got to have space for it. You've got to have a footprint of about a 10 by 12 square feet. You've got to bring in plumbing for the hand washing station, but it's a full HIPAA compliant clinical room in your pharmacy. You own it, the pharmacy owns it, but it is managed and even staffed for you by Brim Wellness. But first off, let's just highlight the Brain Health Plus program.
America's 20,000 independent pharmacies are trusted anchors in their communities, but many today are under financial stress. Brain Health Plus offers a simple way to support your patient's well-being while adding new revenue to your pharmacy. Brain Health Plus is Medicare covered by both Medicare Part B as well as most Medicare Advantage plans. It's a remote therapeutic monitoring program that helps prevent and often reverses memory loss, cognitive decline, and fall risks. It's backed by science and designed to improve balance, cognition, and overall health. Patients access the program from their smartphone, tablet, or computer, enjoying fun daily activities, brain games, and motivational content that keeps them engaged and looking forward to each session. The platform includes medication tracking, daily reminders, potential drug-to-drug interactions, and geofencing alerts, so the family can know if their loved one is in the hospital or ER. We also provide your patient with an advanced technology to scan their face and track their health, with a 30-second AI-powered facial scan to monitor vital signs from home with 96% accuracy and 98% repeatability. Best of all, we make all of this turnkey. We handle all onboarding, education, patient support, and Medicare billing. You simply offer the program and earn ongoing revenue for every enrolled patient. Brain Health Plus is easy for you, powerful for your patients, and great for your business. Click the Book a Call button to schedule a demo and bring it to your pharmacy today.
So, George, are you here? Didn't know if you entered the room or not, but this program is amazing. As you can see, it's very comprehensive. It's helping seniors in a way that our community pharmacies have never been able to help them before. The statistics are absolutely amazing for cognitive plasticity. The patients that are involved in remote therapeutic monitoring are 75% less likely to get dementia. which is an incredible stat. And so there's so many benefits from this program. They set up a landing page for your pharmacy so that you just direct patients there for patient education. You do a little welcome video. They provide the marketing materials, everything needed in order to do a successful program. It's really kind of a no-brainer because there's no cost to you. But next up to the stage, I want to invite my friend Ray Vono to tell us more about IPPN, and he has a brand new program that he's going to share with us today. So you'll be the first to hear about this.
All right. Can you guys can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Yeah. So IPPN is in the marketplace. We've grown dramatically. We're close to, well, we're over 160 pharmacies now and growing. So we've got primarily in the Northeast that we're growing with several organizations. And I think the keys to our success are what I'm demonstrating here, which is our software, which allows for virtual direct supervision, as well as a incident to billing through our collaborative practice agreements. We also do community provider recruitment. It's one of the things that, helps our pharmacies is to be able to bring in providers in the community to collaborate, share their patients, and actually benefit from the initiatives that the providers have been lacking in many ways to be able to provide the quality care that they may want to provide. The fourth key to our success is really contracting with payers and clinical services. So what we've done is we utilize our incident to billing, we utilize our providers to supervise and then be able to allow for those pharmacies to bill for clinical services. Some of the biggest challenges that we've seen around that has been payer acceptance. When we go into a community, we need a payer that's associated with the provider. So what we've done is we've actually created a new product. This is powered by IPPN. It's called RX Direct Care. There's a payer called MDHIN, the Medical Health Information Network. And we're also using something called Connect HIN, which is our telehealth and provider network as well. It's a turnkey solution. It essentially is a way for any pharmacy to be able to come in, get credentialed, and then start accepting payments by billing clinical services. It kind of sets you up for the ability to bill any payer, except that in this particular case, this particular payer recognizes the value of these pharmacies, and we're able to actually allow these pharmacists to bill for E&M services. They're able to bill for certain services that normally could be a cash pay. So there's a certain number of services that the patients subscribe to. They come in, they use their card to pay for it. It's not a cash transaction, and they're able to go back to that pharmacy on an ongoing basis. So they are still collaborating. They're still establishing care protocols. They're allowing for a workflow that enhances clinical billing. You're going to bill just like you would you'd be billing Medicare or Medicaid or any other commercial payer, except that you're immediately credentialed. We have workflows that basically work for all payers, and it's available. Every pharmacy is accepted. There's signage that's provided for the patients. The pharmacy gets paid $40 for each clinical visit. The membership, it's a tier. They can get anywhere from 4 or 6 encounters. So every couple of months, the person can use it. They can use it in conjunction with a provider. It also includes a patient PGX test that can be used for medication management. So even if the patient says, I want to do a PGX, well, this is something that they can do. It's a small fee that they pay every month, and then they gain access to that PGX test that the pharmacy can use for any payer. If the patient gets insurance down the road, they can do the MTM based on that PGX test. And this is it's embedded within the program. It's offered. All of the management is done through a TPA. It's a national TPA. You can check eligibility. You can see that the patient is eligible, and then you can provide the services. It's direct. It provides for direct ongoing relationships between the pharmacy and the patient. There's also an embedded provider through the Connect H Health Information Network, as Breck said, we have now close to 4,500 new providers that have joined Connect HIN, actually, Breck. And those providers are available to use, to be seen, to see patients. The other thing that we've got is, from a benefit perspective, is that the pharmacy gets predictable revenue from every one of their members. They're getting paid on a fee for service. They get full training. It's all onboarding support. You can offer this to employers in your community. It's a low-cost employment benefit. I learned the other day, construction workers, in particular carpenters, they have to book a certain number of hours every quarter. If they don't, they get dropped from their benefits. This is an ongoing benefit that they can maintain. So this is also for walk-ins. They can do advanced testing, and it really is it's a game changer because it sets you up to be able to do everything else without the stress, without the hassle of actually having to go through a Medicare enrollment program, or whether to go out and try to get a provider to collaborate with you. Even though IPPN does it, some providers limit their interaction with these patients. So again, this program, it provides a full enrollment toolkit. It's got provider assignment, access to the platform. We have patient engagement, signage, outreach campaigns, letting patients know. There's payer compliant documentation that you can then take and do other things for other payers as well. And then obviously there's full reporting, and the reimbursements happen through ACH directly from the clearinghouse, through the clearinghouse. It basically gets you on board with clinical billing without having to go through the hassle of setting up through a Medicare enrollment.
Wow, that is amazing. So it's like an affordable concierge medicine program.
Correct. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's a concierge light. It is, the patient has 4 visits. They can come in, they can pay for it using their card. They can get that PGX test with their membership. The pharmacy then can use it for other things down the road. It could result into other opportunities when they do get insurance, or even from a cash pay opportunity.
And then the pharmacy isn't waiting around for some big insurance company to decide whether or not they're going to pay for the claim. They're literally billing their own platform and getting paid for it.
That's right. And the key here is that it's done through a national clearinghouse. It's done in the same way that any other payer would pay that pharmacy for clinical. So you're basically being set up with clinical service delivery through RX Direct Care. And you can take that next step by then going to, through IPPN, getting that collaborating provider, working with Medicare patients. But you've got all the tools in place to be able to implement and sustain that kind of business.
Wow, this is super exciting. Thank you so much, Ray, for sharing this with us. And
thank you,
everyone live here today. This is the first that anyone has seen this. An amazing opportunity. Definitely get more information. Ray will put his contact information in the chat, and reach out to him for a one-on-one on this. Michael Phillips, I don't know if you've been able to join us yet. So the CEO of Brim Wellness, unfortunately ended up at the doctor with a sick kid, and so he was going to try to get logged in. But I'll just give you some highlights of that of the Brim Wellness program. First off, IPPN is a prerequisite. You would need to get into network with the Independent Pharmacy Provider Network first before being able to set up a full Brim brick and mortar. But the three-legged stool of that program is the first leg of the stool is the managed services of the clinic, and then the second leg of that is the staffing. It's a talent exchange program, which it's kind of like, imagine Uber or Lyft for medical providers. So you have a shift that you need covered, you post the shift, and then a nurse practitioner, a nurse, or a medical assistant says, oh yeah, that's only 10 miles from me, I'll fill that shift. So it's kind of a cool second leg of the stool. The third leg of the stool for Brim Wellness is what I'm the most excited about, and it is a full pharmacy fund that helps you. It's a financial vehicle. It helps you set up the clinic. pay for the costs of equipment and everything and the build out. And then when you pay back the pharmacy fund, you become a cooperative member of the fund. So now not only are you helping the next community pharmacy get their clinic set up, but you are also earning interest on the fund. And so that could actually contribute to your profitability and your future retirement on the interest that is earned through the pharmacy fund. So for more information about that, I'll get you in contact, and I'll put Michael's contact information in the chat. Well, anyone here today feel like you're overpaying for your taxes? Kind of a trick question, huh? Well, I want to invite up next to the stage my friend Richard Terrell here to tell us more. And you should have the ability to share your screen, Richard. But tell us more about your program and how you're helping some of my pharmacy partners save literally thousands of dollars. You gotta check it out. Do an analysis and see how much they can save you. It's zero cost, zero obligation to do the analysis.
There we go. Now we're there. Okay, so absolutely. Let me take a couple of minutes to do that. Thank you very much, Breck. I love working with you guys and your team. So let me move this to the tax strategy. So what we do, we are a tax law firm, and what we do is we work with businesses throughout the United States. We've been doing this since 2002. We have almost 4,000 clients across the country in every state, and probably in every different type of industry. But we love working with the pharmacies, especially independent pharmacies, as Breck says. We've been working with a number of people. We have been saving. Our typical savings for a business is going to be in the $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year range. So we are typically able to reduce business owner taxes by 20 to 40%. Let me walk through the PowerPoint on this one. So we're working with any company that feels like you're overpaying your taxes. The problem is that in the United States, 95% of all businesses are pass-through entities. They're sub-S corporations, LLCs, partnerships, sole proprietorships. A pass-through entity gets to pay taxes at the highest personal level, because what happens is that your profits, if you are a profitable company, pass through, thus the name, to you as individuals. And the personal tax rate, federal tax rate at the highest margin is 37%. And if you're in states like Illinois, New York, New Jersey, California, Massachusetts, et cetera, those tax rates can hit 50% of your income. And as a result, what ends up happening is that these companies like us that are small to mid-sized businesses do not take advantage of the statutory tax breaks that could be available if you're properly structured and if you implement the right strategies. They're missing out because every type of a company has advantages. And when we start our businesses, what we do is we talk to a CPA somewhere and we say, what do we do? And they say sub-S corporation, or they'll say LLC or something like that. And we do it, and then we start doing our work. We dispense our pharmaceuticals, we build our widgets, we do a service or a sale. And we never stop and go back to look at what could be done from a tax advantage basis. And that's what we do. Because you're not structured properly, you're missing out on a lot of fringe benefits, including retirement, payroll tax planning, Section 125, just family employees, and all kinds of strategies that you can't take advantage of, because the law says that if you are a 2% or more owner of a sub-S corporation or an LLC, then you cannot take advantage of a lot of the benefits and strategies that you actually can give your own employees. So what we do is we help you structure your company properly, so and then we identify and help you implement those strategies to save the dollars. The answer, we believe, is us, Tax Law Associates, specialty tax consulting firm. We've been specializing in tax strategy, as I said, since 2002. The reason that we are able to save the money that we save, because 20 to 40% sounds like a lot of money, and it is. And I can guarantee you that all the 4,000 clients that we have, they had a CPA before we met them, and they have a CPA today. But they don't do the same thing that we do. We come at it from both legal as well as an accounting standpoint. based upon the knowledge of a managing partner, a man by the name of Mike Fussell. Mike is an attorney. He's a master's of law in taxation. He's a member of the tax bar, which means he can litigate in front of the IRS, and he is a CPA. He's been doing this 27 years is old. He's actually been doing this for 29 years now with thousands of clients. We provide current hard savings. These are hard dollar reduction in the taxes that you pay. We also help provide all kinds of different other strategies that may be more important, like how do you forming and protecting your real estate holdings, asset protection, estate planning, succession planning, retirement planning, employee retention, educational planning, all the other advanced approaches. We're not going to replace your financial advisor, your accountant, your CPA, your accountant. We want to work with them. But we're also not going to work in the gray area. Everything we do is statutory, by the book, black and white. We're not a retainer service. There is a fee. It's based on the first year savings. Typical ROI for us is 80 to 90% ROI in the first year when the fee is due. But over 5 years, they're going to end up with 800, 900% ROI. So we do this day in and day out. What we are going to do by working with Breck, what we do is we offer you an analysis that shows you the actual minimum tax savings that you would have with our program. So if you want to set up a half-hour meeting so we can understand each other's businesses, happy to do it. I put my information in the chat as well as it is here. So any questions? But I'm going to leave time for Demar.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Richard. Appreciate all of your support to the Roundtable and support to my community pharmacy partners. You're literally helping so many of my partners save thousands and thousands of dollars, and I greatly appreciate that. Next up to the stage, I want to invite my friend, Dr. Lewis, Demar Lewis, one of the few people I know that's been in this industry, maybe a couple years longer than me. So Dr. Lewis, tell us about your amazing program. You have an opportunity to share your screen if you'd like to as well.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Breck. Let me just do that right now.
And by a few years, he may have twice the amount of years and experience in community pharmacy than me.
Details, Breck. You didn't have to go into details. I'd love feeling young until you bring the details in there. Okay, so let me. What I just really quickly, what I help pharmacy owners to do is to really look at their business and focus on profitability. That has really been the key word that we've been talking about today in this pharmacy forum. And the way that we do it, we look at your financials, and again, we look at your, so your annual revenue. So let's just take a pharmacy, and let's just say, for the sake of argument, it's $1 million pharmacy. And the gross profit for average pharmacy is somewhere below 50%, but we're just going to, for the sake of argument, say it's 50%. And that's typically the average for most small businesses. And a net profit for a pharmacy should be somewhere in the 20 to 30%. But again, most pharmacies, especially if they're working with third parties and they have more than 75% of their revenues coming from prescriptions to third parties, they're usually less than 10%.
Yeah, let's specify the third party that you're talking about, because I fall under third party, which we give fair reimbursements, but the third parties Dr. Lewis is talking about are PBMs, pharmacy benefit managers.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, and that's one of the things that, if you take nothing else away today, is that you do need to look at sectioning off at least a third of your revenue for high margin activities, whether it's saving through taxes, whether it's collaborative practice, but you do need to find other activities. But what we'll do in the meeting is we'll spend about 45 minutes. We'll go through and look at your actual financials, look at your industry, your marketplace, and look and see what opportunities that there are in 12 different areas. Cutting costs, market dominating position. Market dominating position is the linchpin for a pharmacy being successful and profitable. And I can't go into detail of why that is, but that's something that if we decide to work together, that's something that we work on so that within a 12 to 24-month process of implementing these 12 strategies, you're seeing a 2 to 4-fold increase in profitability. So we get a pharmacy. In fact, I have one pharmacy that went strictly cash-based, and they're having net profits somewhere in the 35 to 40%. So I've put my information in chat. Let's take 45 minutes, and I'd love to explain, what opportunities are available within your pharmacy. Thanks, Breck.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Lewis. Appreciate you and your support to the Community Pharmacy Roundtable. Would like to thank all of our presenters today, especially our title sponsor, RX OneShop. And thank you all for being here and taking time out of your busy schedule to be here and learn more about all the wonderful programs that are here for you. And I know we've thrown a lot at you. This has been recorded. We'll make the recording available to everybody that registered so you can go back and replay it. And in that, I'll leave everyone's contact information in the show notes so that you can reach every one of our amazing presenters today. And if you just take one or two things away from today's podcast and apply them at your community pharmacy, you're going to be so much better off for that. So thanks again. I will open it up for questions.